Welcome back. I'd like to thank Angela Brown for the idea that I'm going to be presenting today. But before I do so, I'd like to quickly recap what we spoke about in the last video, which was the idea of A, B, and C grade friends. So if you remember, the idea is that you are on the stage and everyone in your life is in the auditorium, and that there's the A grade seats, the B grade seats, and the C grade seats. And that there's the backstage, and that very few people are there, and that everyone in your life is somewhere, there's some level of closeness, from very close, very personal, through to more distant business. And where you expect lots of people down here and you expect very little of people up here. And the implications of this idea is, number one, to accept the relationships you have. Everyone starts at C grade. You might move to B, you might move to A, you may move to backstage with a very close friend, but equally it can go the other direction. And that the idea is to accept it is what it is, but be open to change. And that in both these things there is freedom. Freedom is incredibly important. You are free, they are free. The third implication is, don't make enemies. It takes too much energy. Takes too much effort, too much focus, doesn't work. Instead, make people nothing. Don't burn bridges, just make them nothing until you decide or discover you can trust them again. And number 4 is, don't have specials. And this is what we're going to focus on today, is this idea of special. So, we all have needs. The needs to be loved, the needs to be noticed, the needs for fun. We actually wish to be special. This is, of course, very normal. You know, here you are, and in your heart, you have these needs. And of course, when you're very young, and it's just you and your mum, well, what you do is that you put your need out. You put my need out, and you expect your mother to meet that need. You expect your mother to treat you as special. I'm hungry, feed me. I'm lonely, be with me. I'm feeling bored, you need to entertain me. So this is normal. The problem is that your mum is not the only person in your life. You also, as you grow up, have lots of friends. You have people in your life who you want to interact with. So this old way of interacting, of having my need, of expecting the other person to see you as special. I'm special to you, meet my need. Well, a mum will try to do that. But if you see yourself as special, see the other person should see you as special, and if I put my need out, you will entertain me, you will notice me, you will love me. A mum may come towards you, but what will your friends do? They will tend to move away from you. This is a major mistake, and this is why seeing yourself as special actually puts people off. And so when it says don't have specials, That's not only don't treat other people as special, but don't see yourself as special. You have needs, of course you have needs. Those needs should be met. But if you expect others to meet them, many people are going to move away from you. The alternative, again, you have your needs. There needs to be loved, to be noticed, to have fun, to be special. But one of the other problems is that you can try to treat them as special. So here, you're trying to get your needs met. In this situation, what you try to do is you're trying to meet their needs. So they're the special one. And what you focus on is simply what they need. And you don't consider your needs. Here, you're trying to get your own needs met. Here, you're trying to meet their needs at the expense of yours. You put them on the pedestal. You see them as the one who needs to be treated as special. Now, the problem with this is that people initially enjoy being treated as special. Anyone's going to like that for a short time. So initially, they will come this way. But if you keep putting them up as being better than you, as being more special than you, then over time, they stop valuing you. They stop seeing you as having value. And then they move away again. So seeing yourself as special doesn't really help relationships. Seeing someone else as special, in the end, doesn't really help relationships. There's a third alternative. I have my needs. I need to be loved, need to be noticed, need for fun, need to feel special. But in this case, what you do is that rather than using your heart, thinking with your heart, you think with your mind. And you think, hang on, it's not what is my need. It's not what is their need. It's what do we need? What's good for our relationship? And you don't try to meet it. You don't tie yourself up in knots trying to meet it. You offer. And this is what makes all the difference. You offer, you think about what you need, but you also think about what they might need, and then you think, what's good for us? Here, it's all about me. Here, it's all about you. Here, it's what is good for us. And so, what you put out there is, I wonder what they need, and I wonder what would be good for us. I want fun. How can I create fun? I want to be noticed. How can I notice the other person? I want care. How can I care? And so this idea of offering to meet their need, but always considering your own needs, because it's not about them. I'm not sacrificing everything I need just to please them. I'm actually focusing on what's good for us, what's good for the friendship. And what tends to happen is that some people will go this way, because some people just don't want that kind of relationship. Some people only want a C grade or a B grade with you. But some people will actually experience this fun, this notice, this care, and they will reciprocate. They will do back to you what you have done to them. And this idea of the tennis match, where you serve and then you wait for them to serve back. You ask a question, but then you wait for them to ask a question back. If you're constantly asking questions, maybe you're seeing them as more special than you and you're trying to meet their needs. It's a tennis match. You offer, then you wait. All good friendships are based on freedom. You're allowed to like them, and they're allowed to like you. You're allowed to not want A grade with them. They're allowed to not want it either sometimes. And it's okay. It's okay. So this idea of special, don't make specials. It is a major mistake. Because you'll either see yourself as more important as them, or you'll see them as more important than you. Where here, it's about us, and we're free. Thanks again to Angela Brown for this idea.